A very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH 286 on I was going to say 14315. That's in the morning on 8752 at this time 0515 UTC. A very good evening. Well, hopefully it is where you are. Again, we have a pretty miserable night here at Gulf Harbour. Boy, are we getting sick of cloud and rain, but the wind is not around today. It's just blooming, 15 degrees, and we're about to get a really, really cold blast coming up from the south instead of this northerly stuff we've been getting. It's only 2 knots of southeast at the moment. We have yet to get the brunt of it, and the barometer is a flat 1015.3, and it's just a very light drizzly rain, so the relative humidity is quite high. It's about 78%, I think. Not very much happening tonight, I don't think, from anyone. We have Otama, who I'll call in a very few minutes because I think they are really smelling the barn now. They've slowed down a bit to get a nice daylight arrival at Gladstone tomorrow in Australia. So we'll hopefully make contact with them, but otherwise I don't think there's anything much happening out there at the moment, but I'm sure a lot of people are starting to read up about passages to New Zealand and thinking about weather and trying to fit in some of the things they hadn't got around to doing, where it's nice and warm and clear water and all that sort of good stuff. So let's see if we can contact Otama, Gulf Harbour Radio. It's very, very light, Ted. I'm going to tell people where I find you on the AIS, and then we'll see if I can copy anything from you. We might have a relay. Otama has got a nice, decent, probably east-southeast to southeast, 15 knots. They are at 2332 and 15311 east on their way to Gladstone, arriving tomorrow. And great that everything has worked out well for you, Ted. I hope all is well. Give me an over and I'll see what I can copy. Go ahead, Otama. Well, I copied all is well on board, and that was always good to hear. All is well on board, I bet, with only one more night at sea to go. Just stand by, Ted. Did anybody copy Ted on Otama? Please call now.
This is Candy. Nothing more than you heard of it.
Oh, thanks, Andrew. Yes, I bet they're really looking forward to arriving tomorrow. I hope it's a good welcome in Gladstone. I can't remember what it's like to arrive in Gladstone. I've only been to Gladstone by land. But do you know much about Gladstone, Andrew? Over?
Yeah, a couple of times. They've got a big, long, synchronised runway for the ships, so the build and starboard lights all flash at the same time, have they?
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I don't think they'll be coming in at night time. They've slowed down a bit to make a nice daytime arrival, so it's probably, I presume they're all ships coming in there. I can remember, I don't know whether it was Gladstone, an enormous long conveyor belt for, looked like coal and things when we were there. Have I got that right, over?
Yeah, they float off, they do gas and aluminum, I think, over.
Yeah, it looked a bit of a grubby place to be in the wrong direction wind. Not sure whether Otama are going to be there for a while or just a convenient place to come into. Do you know much about their plans? I'm not copying Ted well enough to ask, over.
Not a lot. They were going there and then they're going to start heading south, so they'll probably catch up with us as they go, over.
Oh, roger that. Yep. Okay. Oh, well, that's good. So, yep, they'll certainly be able to get plenty of attention from customs if they've got a lot of shipping coming in there. So, hope they wipe their feet before they come on board. I always remember a couple of customs, well, the young lady that was when we departed from Napier once. We have nice white cushions in our cockpit, and she had just come from a ship, and it must have been a really dirty ship because she planted her feet on the cushions, and it took about a year to get rid of it, the mark. Anyway, how are you guys? Over?
We're good. We haven't moved. When you're down the walk up the Carnage River, well, the Blue River it's called, up at the Carnage end. There's a swimming hole up there. It was all a bit cold for us to go in, and our legs still bandaged. So we met a guy up there called Jill. He's a Frenchman. Speaks good English, but he's living on his own in there and built a little hut. Got a garden, planting trees, been there some years, haven't
I don't remember him. Oh, well, at least you didn't get to practice your French, over.
Hardly worth any bother, over.
Yeah, and a bit like mine, you think you can, they just laugh at the pronunciation. I learned a lot of French, but it was all written, so my attempts at the pronunciation just get a lot of bemused looks. But anyway, at least I tried. So, all right. So you'll, what's your plans, over?
We're going to discuss it tonight over dinner, but we think we'll probably move out to the village of Tony tomorrow, or on the island in the middle of the bay. So we're not going far if we do, over.
Yep, it doesn't sound very far either. Okay, all right. Well, we'll wish you a good day tomorrow, and a good evening to Claire. Claire with eye candy. Is there anybody else wanting to make contact? Please call now.
This is Somerset, over.
Yeah, boy, you've got a fantastic signal from way up there in the Torres Pool. Very well done installation there. What's the news from Somerset today? Over.
Yeah, so it's Somerset Day. Yeah, we should enjoy the night. It's probably going to rain weather. Still a bit cloudy, but no rain. We had winter last came, and there was a big waterfall there, and that was a very nice cool down from all the heat. We're definitely already complaining about this by now.
Yeah, I bet you are. But boy, it'd be a bit of a shocker if you were able to beam yourself back to Auckland at the moment. 15 degrees outside, and due for single figures as this frontal system comes up the island for a couple of days. So, yeah, well, I'm not sure. I think I don't know whether I'd rather be hot or cold. I think cold because at least you can put clothes on, although if you've got a nice waterfall to jump into, being hot wouldn't be so bad either. Anyway, it sounds a very pleasant place, though, apart from the rather high temperature, over.
Yeah, it's very nice, so we might want that on the north. We'll go north tomorrow and then see what the weather does, and then keep moving just a little bit.
Okay, so, yep, Somerset doesn't stay long enough to gather any weed on the holes, so that'll be good and clean when you come to do a long passage. Okay, keep enjoying life up there, and greetings to all on board. Okay, clear with Somerset. Is there anybody else? Oh, I've got a bit of radar noise down here, but not enough to make any disturbance. The Otama was just a little bit too light to go above it, but Eye Candy and Somerset certainly have strong enough signals to go on top of it. Okay, everybody, well, there's not much more from here. So David decided he was just going to stay put in the other room. We haven't got the fire on tonight, but it is gloomy enough for it. But we are getting very close to running out of wood, so we thought we'd better hold the wood until tomorrow and the next day when it is going to be much colder. Oh, joy. All right, folks, have a very good evening. The frequency is yours if you want to use it to make contact with anybody, and we'll be back again tomorrow night. Cheers all. Gulf Harbour Radio clear.